Hello, everybody. Sorry for my really bad hair. I just got back home from the theater, seeing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie. And I'm gonna give my non-spoiler and spoiler review. I'll tell you guys when I do a spoiler review, and you guys just click off the video if you guys don't want spoilers. Also, just click off this video entirely, because this review will suck. So, first thing I gotta say is, it's pretty freaking good. If you're a FNAF fan, it's pretty good, and I don't get why I got 25% on Rotten Tomatoes. It is generic for sure. Like, I can see if it wasn't FNAF, yeah, it would be just a generic horror movie. But since it's FNAF, it's freaking great. It's a freaking great movie. There's not really a lot for me to say that is non-spoiler, because I'm not really good with a non-spoiler review, and this is just my thoughts from the movie. It's FNAF-y. It has a lot of references that FNAF fans will like, and this is a movie made for, FNAF fans, which is something unexpected, but also expected, obviously, because it's freaking FNAF. You want the best care for it. And they definitely did it. They gave it the best they could, and they did a pretty freaking good job. There is a little flaws. Like, I think it did extend a little too much. Like, maybe like an extra 10 minutes off would have been fine. I think that's pretty much it, though. And nothing really anymore. There's a lot of unexpected scenes in the movie that I will not say. But there's a lot of unexpected stuff for it being PG-13. And it was pretty freaking good, to be honest. I really enjoyed seeing it. After that, it's a pretty good freaking film. I gave it I would say like an 8 out of 10, to be honest. And I am trying to watch it again, but it is late, and I've been trying to start it up, but it's just been buffering. I'm guessing that the system for Peacock, which is an awful streaming service, is completely breaking because of the movie. So that's good. I'll just watch it tomorrow. But yeah, the film was pretty good. I watched it in theaters because I wanted to, and I've been a fan of FNAF for a while. I always loved the concept of the animatronics and all that. I loved it even before FNAF existed. Even before I knew about Free Halloween, I always been interested in these animatronic stuff. And just to see it come into like a horror video game is like a dream of mine, and it happened thanks to Scott Cawthon. And he did a good job with it. It just kind of carried on a little too long. I loved the first game. The second game was good too. Then the third game was it wasn't that good. And then the fourth game I also didn't really enjoy. It just went too far. That's basically it. But I was still excited for this. This was a really anticipated film of mine. I've been waiting for 8 years. And was it worth the 8 years? I don't freaking know, but all I can say is that it was a good movie. There's a lot of references that fans will know, and you will love it, okay? If you're a FNAF fan, you'll love it. If you don't know much about FNAF, you're probably not going to like it as much. So now I'm getting into my spoiler review, because I don't really have any much to say for non-spoiler, because there's a lot to unpack. So, if this is the spoiler review now, so click off the video if you guys don't want spoilers. I know that was 3 minutes long, that was terrible, but I give it my best shot. So after the spoiler review, the movie begins with the security guard in the trailers, and he gets chased down by animatronics, runs away, he goes into the vents, and then the cupcake goes, and then he runs to the exit door, and then you hear dum 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 dum, and then Foxy runs over there, and then he dies by the torture device thing with the saw. Then the credits play, and the opening credits is not bad. It's like 8-bit. It's like an 8-bit minigame, and it shows this yellow bunny taking the kids away. If you guys don't know what FNAF is, that's Spring Bonnie, aka Willie Matton. And what else? Feck. So I just want to get into the meat. I don't care about like the drama stuff with Mike Schmidt and all that. But then we run into Matthew Lillard after Mike Schmidt committed punching someone's dad because he thought he was stealing a kid, but it was just his dad. We meet Matthew Lillard, aka Willie Matson, aka Shaggy, aka Stu Macher from It. From Scream. And he honestly was my favorite part of the movie. I think he was my favorite part of the movie. He's only in it for like 5 minutes though, so enjoy that. And right when he says Mike Smith, he's like, oh, Mike Smith. Oh. If you guys don't know, later on they figure out that the Matthew Lillard guy is the one that killed Mike Smith's brother. I forgot his freaking name already. I don't remember. But that's who killed him, and that's why he was like all shocked about it. And then he was like, "Hey, I got a job for you," because he obviously wants to do something to him. And he hires him for the Five Nights at Freddy's job. Yep, 5 nights. 5 nights. And then he stays there for like 2 nights, I believe, and then it kind of gets weird. Like, I believe he gets a cut on his arm from Foxy in a dream. And the dream sequences, they were fine. There was just a little bit too much. Like, it kind of carried on way too long. Like, if it was just like a short sequence, I would have been fine with it. It's just a little long. And then we get to, I want to get into the real meat, which is, I forgot who it was. I think it was her uncle. I mean, his uncle. Mike Smith's uncle. I mean, not uncle, aunt. I think it's an aunt. And she's like a real jerk, by the way. She's a really bad person. She gets all like a group of people to vandalize Five Nights at Freddy's, and they get attacked by the animatronics. The guy, I forgot his name already. That goes in the kitchen. He gets his face chomped by the cupcake by Chica. Then the other guy dies in the closet with Bonnie, and then the last guy, the girl. I don't remember how the guy dies actually. I think the guy. I don't remember it. I think it was Foxy. I'm not fully sure. I know the girl dies by Freddy, and this surprised me. This is the most surprising part, because this is a PG-13 movie, and it kind of surprised me like that there would actually be violence in this freaking movie. So you've seen it in the trailer where the arm comes out, grabs her. She goes in there, and like half of her body's hanging out, and then Freddy just chomps her in half, and it's freaking nuts. You see the blood splatter everywhere, and then you see her body, like half of her, like basically her legs fall down. And that was an insane scene. And it was a good kill. It was a pretty freaking good kill, to be honest. Really liked it. It catch me by surprise. I didn't expect that. And then after that, Mike Smith gets in trouble for all that. They go missing. And then eventually, the girl that died by Freddy, she was the one babysitting Mike Smith's sister, the little sister. So he had no one to babysit her, so he had to take her sister to the job with him, and she kinda, I guess, gets friends with the gang, the boys, and they tickle him. They tickle her, and then Mike Schmidt goes like, "Hey, stop that!" And then obviously he didn't know that they were tickling her. My God, I'm confusing myself. And yeah, basically that was it. And then they build some random freaking fort, and they hang out together, and then later on, she gets shocked by Bonnie because his guitar there's something wrong with his guitar. I don't know what the frick it is, but he keeps getting shocked by it. Then later on, the lady, I forgot her name already. Oh, Vanessa. Sorry, Vanessa is in this movie. She tries to explain to Mike Smith that it's not safe. Get your daughter away from there. So he does, but she doesn't explain why until later, which was that they are being controlled by this guy named William Afton, which is her dad. Then we get into the real ending here, and so basically you got like all the animatronics shot, like he stuns all the animatronics by shocking them with like tasers and stuff. With Freddy, he dumps water. Freddy and Bonnie, he dumps water on the stage, and then like uses that gun that cops use, the taser gun, and like shocks them with it. And then I forgot what he does with Chica. I think it was Vanessa that saves her. I forgot what they do with Chica gets attacked by Mike Smith with the taser gun before Chica can get the sister into the spring lock suit. I'm sorry if I'm explaining this like really wrong. I'm trying my best here. I'm trying to remember. and then her sister gets attacked by Foxy, as you see in the trailer, and she hides in the ball pit. Foxy finds her, but Vanessa saves the day. After that, Mike tries to leave, but unfortunately we got this random guy coming through. His name is Spring Bonnie, and then he reveals himself as William Afton, and then stabs Vanessa, and freaking kicks Mike Smith's butt, like he gets completely knocked out. And then Vanessa tells I keep forgetting her name, Mike Smith's sister, to tell the animatronics that William Afton is the bad guy because he's being controlled by them. So she takes off the drawing that has Spring Bonnie as a friend, and then puts one where it shows that he murdered them. And they completely turn on him. They completely turn on William Afton. The cupcake bites like his rib a little bit, and then you see like the spring locks hit him, and then he dies. You know, casual. Spring lock William Afton. He's dead. And it was a pretty freaking good ending. I don't remember exactly how it ends with Mike Smith and all that. I think it's just a happy life now. But it was a pretty good ending, and I really liked it. I think the vandalism part was my favorite, and I do think the ending was another favorite part of mine. It was a decent movie. For the FNAF fans out there, I highly recommend it. I give it an 8 out of 10. I think Matthew Lillard was the best part. The animatronics, by the way, I forgot to say that. I am so freaking stupid. The animatronics are really freaking good. The animatronics are great. I really like the practical effects on it. It looks amazing. I love it. So yeah. And also the theater was also completely sold out. Anyway. Oh yeah, I forgot to say the end credits. The end credits have the FNAF 1 Living Tombstone theme. Let's go! And then we got 2 cameos. If you guys don't want to know the cameos, it was Mad Pat and Corey X Kenshin. There's no Markiplier, sadly, and I believe John Wolfe and all that was also in some of the sets, but I just didn't see them in the movie. But they are in the set somewhere. But yeah. So yeah, that was basically all I had to say. I just wanted to talk about it, really. I didn't really want to give a good review. I don't really care. I just want to get my opinion on this movie out there, because I have been seeing a lot of bad things about this movie, and I don't think it deserves that at all. So, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. See you guys.